Hello, New Jersey community. My name is Deja, and I am a staff member at Denelm Public Library. Today, I'll be giving a tutorial on how to access online library materials using ELibraryNJ, which is a downloadable digital media collection provided by libraries in Central New Jersey. This service is available to many New Jersey residents and workers with library cards. If you don't live in New Jersey, you can go to Overdrive.com to access materials using your library card from your community library. In order for us to access ELibraryNJ, we can go to denelmlibrary.org, which is Denelm Public Library's website, and we can scroll to the bottom of the page. On the bottom, you will see an icon that says ELibraryNJ, and we can click on it, and it will send us directly to ELibraryNJ's sign-in page. Or we can go directly to ELibraryNJ.com and we can access it that way as well. For Denelm Public Library residents, when you select your library, you will click on Libraries of Middlesex Automation Consortium. For other libraries, you will see your library in the selection box. Then you will put in your card number, and then your PIN number. And then click sign in. Okay, now that we've signed in, our account is now connected to the ELibraryNJ website. I just want to mention that this month, the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone book is now available to anyone with an account, and it's available in many different languages. So for all you Harry Potter fans out there, you might want to check this out. Or if you've never read Harry Potter, it's a great chance to start doing so, since it's free and available without any wait this month, and it's also available in audio or ebook form. Okay, so the way that the ELibraryNJ's website is designed is very user-friendly and it is simple to navigate. You can easily search books, find books based on your interest, borrow books, place books on hold, read books or listen to books, and access your account information through this website. So we're going to tackle each of these different features one by one. So in order to search a title, we go to the top of the page here where it says search, and it has a little microscope icon next to it, and we click it, and we're able to search any title or author that we're interested in. So I'm going to select The Giver and type that in, one of my favorites, and it comes up with whatever books are relevant to that search. So we see that The Giver comes up. Some of these items are available and some of them are not. Right now what's available is The Giver by Lewis Laurie, the audiobook. So if I wanted to, I could borrow it now. If I wanted to wait and get the ebook, I could place a hold. As you can see, it says place a hold here. On the side of the page here, you can see there's an option to add filters to refine our search. So if we want to see certain whatever books are available now according to our search, or see which of these search items are audiobooks or ebooks, we could select one of these filters here to refine it. So if I, for instance, if I click available now, it will tell me which of the books are available now, and like I said before, this one comes up. If we want to look up a subject, we can go to subjects here, and a wide variety of different subjects will come up, from fiction to nonfiction to juvenile and young adult. There are so many different options you can choose from, and many different books based upon these options. So you can, if you look up, for instance, mystery, thousands of results will come up for that specific subject. And there's filters on the side again that you can use to refine your search. There are also collections that you can choose from: kids, teens, adult romance, and adult mysteries. These are all collections that you can look at. If you select teens, for example, you will get all the books available for teens or young adults in this collection. There are also Kindle books available for people who have Kindles, and you can download Kindle books also from this website. And here are the collections that we spoke about before, just easily accessible at the top of the page. Next, let's try borrowing a book and placing a book on hold, and some other cool options that this website has to offer. You can select a book right here on the homepage. There are a lot of different books available to borrow. Okay, I think I found a good one. Here we have Delirium by Lauren Oliver. One of the options that's really cool is if you don't want to borrow the book yet, or if you don't want to place a book on hold, you can add this book to your favorites, and you can look at these, not your favorites, your wish list, and you can view these items in your account. So if you click this little icon here, that looks like a little bookmark with a plus inside, you'll be able to add this item to your wish list. So now it's added to my wish list. What I also can do is I can click these three dots here, and some options will come up. Here you're able to select read a sample, view details, view series, add to history, and some recommendations of some other titles you may enjoy. If I want to borrow this book, I can just click borrow. And you're able to select how long you would like to borrow this book. And I'm going to choose 14 days. And then we can just click borrow. Right, so now I'm currently borrowing this book, and it is checked out until May 4th, 2020. And it says I'm able to borrow one more title. I believe you're able to borrow borrow up to 5 titles using this website. So if you click Read Now Browser, you're able to access your book. If you click to the right, you're able to move forward in the book. If you click to the left, you're able to go back. So I'm going to click to the right and keep going forward. Awesome. And if I click the left, I can go backwards. Sounds like I've gotten really ahead, huh? Okay. If you click on the page, you can also find the option to add a bookmark. Here, there's a little bookmark tab. You can add a bookmark to a page. You can also search a phrase or a word in the book. If you look up love, for example, you will come up with all sorts of different searches of this word that's in the book. If you want to change the format of how the text how the text is on the page, you can click this icon here, and it will either make it look kind of like a book style, where it's kind of like either the book style, which looks like 2 pages on one, kind of like an open book style, or you can have the 1-page style, which is nice as well. If you click the 3-line tab here, you can also look at your chapters, search as I showed you before. You can look at bookmarks that you've made. You can also change the reading settings. If you click that, you can change the text scale. You can make it bigger, or you can make it smaller. You can change the lighting. That's good for people who prefer the brightness not to be so, I guess it helps for people who prefer it to be easier in the eyes. I prefer a darker lighting to my text, so you can click dark, and it makes it definitely much more easy on the eyes, especially for those who read at night. It's very nice. And you can also change the font of the text. There are various different options here, so you can choose one of these, and you can just go back to default. You can also choose to access your ebook offline. You can access your ebook offline. If you click offline access, you're able to download this book, and now you're able to read it without having internet access. And also they provide some tips and secrets of how to use this, and how to read this ebook here. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the website, ELibraryNJ, and try to place a hold. Okay, so if we go back up to the top, I'm going to go to collections, and I'm going to choose a new ebook edition. We're going to pick a random one. A lot of these, since they are newer editions, they're going to be more popular, so you would have to place a hold on many of these types of more popular books. So I'm going to place a hold on this one. Looks nice. The Bright Hour by Nina Riggs. Actually, I already have a hold on this one. I'll try a different one. I'm going to do The Office by Andy Green. I'm a huge Office fan, so we're going to place a hold on this one. And now this book is on hold for me. It tells me my hold's position here, which is 5th on this one copy. And it gives us a note here saying some copies of this title belong to specific member libraries, and their users are given priority for holds on these copies. For these reasons, user may jump forward or move backward on the waitlist, so we can't accurately estimate wait time. So that's something to keep in mind. And now the last thing we need to learn is how to manage and view our account. So if we go back up to the top of the page, we can click on My Account, which is on the right-hand side. In here, we're able to view our loans, holds, wish lists, rated titles, recommendations, history, and settings. So let's view our loans. And now we're able to see all the books we have loaned out with ELibraryNJ. From this, we're able to see when our books will be expired at the top of them. We're also able to click a link to read it in the browser. and we're also able to return these books from this account setting. If we click on holds, we're able to see all the holds we have placed. We're able to see when these holds were placed at the top. We're able to see what our position is on the hold. We're also able to remove the hold, suspend a hold, and also edit our email. Editing the email means to edit the email that's going to give you the notification of when your hold is now available. Also, we can look at our wish list, all the items that we've put aside to look at later. We can also look at titles we've rated, some recommendations we've done, also our history. We can also go to our settings. If we click on settings, we are able to look at our lending periods and set a default lending period for each format. And you can change them to be either 7 days or 21 days. You can also create content preferences, where you're able to choose what content you'd like to see when browsing and searching on ELibraryNJ. So you can choose to see juvenile content, young adult, general adult, or mature adult. So this is definitely beneficial. I think especially for children, you can change their settings on their accounts to be just juvenile, so they won't be able to see adult content. The last two options that I want to show you is how to rate a title and how to recommend an item to your library. I almost forgot. So in order to rate a title, you can click on a title you're reading or that you have read. And you'll see the option where there are stars here. You can rate the title with how good you felt it was or how much you've enjoyed it. Very easy. To recommend a title, this is for items that are not available for your library on ELibraryNJ. If you happen to come across a title or come across a book that's not available, you can recommend this title to your library and possibly they'll add it to the collection. Unfortunately, this book is not available for my library, but I can recommend it for the library, so let's try that. And here's the book, and I can click recommend. And there you go. Now they can possibly buy this title, and they'll add you to the wait list and email you if this book becomes available in the future. Well, this brings us to the end of our tutorial. I hope I was able to show you how easy and simple ELibraryNJ is to use. Something you may want to keep in mind, ELibraryNJ is only available in browser and not on the App Store. However, if you want to download the apps Overdrive or Libby, you can connect to ebooks and audiobooks online the same way as you did using your library card, the same way on ELibraryNJ. I recommend Overdrive to users who prefer a more classic option to reading on devices. Overdrive has tons of cool features that you can use to heighten your reading experience. It's also available on tons of platforms. Libby, my personal favorite, is the newer and simpler option. It does have many features that you can use in this app, but it doesn't have as many features as Overdrive since it is the more simpler option. In my opinion, the style of this app is very comfortable to use and it's very user-friendly, and I believe it's simple for all ages. For children to older adults, I think anyone could use it. Libby is available on the Apple App Store and also Google Play. On both of these apps, you're able to search for books, borrow books, place holds, and read or listen to books on the app similarly as you did on ELibraryNJ. You can check on your device to see if your app store has either of these apps available. If there are any further questions on how to use ELibraryNJ, you can feel free to contact us at our email, denellenlibrarystaff@gmail.com, or leave us a comment. You can also go to the top of the ELibraryNJ's page and click on Help. And here they give some instructions on how to borrow ebooks or audiobooks, how to read them online, and how to return them. They also give instructions on how to use the Overdrive app, or Libby. I hope this tutorial helps to make your online reading experience very smooth and easy. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please like and subscribe. Happy reading, everyone!